Coming to you from the topic of reviving the recipient of revelation. If you're reading this, if you're seeing this, it's because A, you've already received some revelation about where you are or where you're going, or B, you're about to get that revelation. There's some things you need to know. You need to be prepared for this. Alright, Jesus led the chosen disciples up a mountain. What does that mean? That means that some revelation won't be revealed until you're moved from your comfort zone. They were probably walking on a steel path, but they had to be inclined up that mountain to receive that revelation. I believe it was Pastor Charles that said, sometimes Jesus will take you out of your comfort zone so that you can come forward. And that's what's going to have to happen if you haven't already received that revelation. You're going to have to get pushed out of your comfort zone. Kind of like how a mother bird pushes the baby bird out of the nest. You're going to have to get pushed out of your nest so you can fly. That's step one. You got to understand you're going to have to get pushed out of your comfort zone. Next, you have to realize that some people will prevent you from receiving that revelation. Understand, Jesus didn't take all of the disciples. Now, all of them were called to be disciples, but few were chosen to receive this revelation. You better get this. Not everybody was called to receive this revelation that you have received or are about to receive. Don't let nobody hinder that for you. Ask God for discernment. And some of y'all don't even need to ask for discernment. Ask him to take them away, the people that will cause those issues, because you can know that they're issues and still keep them, even when you have the gift of discernment. The next thing you need to understand is that it was the peak of the mountain where the revelation was given. What does that mean? That means that the valley is necessary to make it to the peak. There's a process. Jesus led them up the mountain. You can't stay at the bottom to get revelation. You can't stay walking to get the revelation. You have to make it to the peak, to the top, to receive that revelation. You are being processed right now. We are all in the process. We must submit to the process. Thank you, Apostle Malone. We have to submit to this process in order to receive that revelation of where we are or where we are going. There is a revelation to be received here. And we have to endure the process to receive this revelation and also to be recipients of the revelation, that the promise can manifest itself in our lives. Alright, the verse 9 says that Jesus said, don't tell anyone until the appointed time. What does this mean, folks? This simply means that not everyone can handle this revelation, or God would have given it to them. We already touched on the fact that there were only chosen disciples that received this revelation. Don't go telling Pete, Tom, and Jerry, because not all of them can handle this revelation, or it would have been given to Pete, Tom, and Jerry. And even if they are going to get it, they're going to get it at Jesus' appointed time. Don't you go and ruining things because of a premature delivery. Let God deliver this baby when he wants it delivered. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go telling people, because some people can't handle it. A lot of people can't handle it. Wait until God reveals it, because his time is the best time. The appointed time is the time that we need to be on. Alrighty? The last point that I need you to get is that when they came down from the top of the mountain, they were immediately tried by a demon. Please, don't expect not to be tried as soon as you come from the top of this mountain. As soon as they reached the bottom of this mountain, they were interacting with a demon-possessed boy. Your problem has already been programmed, predestined, and positioned for you after you receive your revelation. But what you need to understand is that you can't try to fix this and handle this on your own. Jesus is the one who freed the boy. Jesus is the one who sent them demons back to where they came from. Them disciples couldn't do it on their own. It was the lack of faith in Jesus that prevented them from handling this miracle. What you're going to have to do is depend on Jesus. He's the one that's going to lead you up the mountain. He's the one that's going to give you the revelation. He's the one that's going to show you how to come down peacefully, gracefully, and not only that, he's the one that's going to handle the opposition at the end of the mountain. You need Jesus to get through this revelation. You need Jesus to receive this revelation, and you need Jesus to be the recipient of this revelation and to do so gracefully. He will keep you in his grace, but you have to depend and rely completely and totally on him. Be safe, be blessed, stay encouraged. Congratulations, because God told me specifically, whoever sees this, they have already been revealed. They have already seen where they're going, and if they haven't, they are really close to it, to Jesus personally revealing to you your revelation as to where he wants to take you. This is the year of release. Be blessed. Stay encouraged. Depend on Lord.